Hi guys, welcome. My name is Kat and I'm going to take you through the whole process and all the steps of going through an IUI. Again, my name is Kat and my husband and I have been trying for almost 2 years. In October it'll be 2 years that we've been trying for a baby. If you haven't been following us on this journey, I recommend going back and watching our PCOS journey so that you know what we've done and where we're coming from. But with that being said, we're going to do our first IUI this round. And if you don't know what an IUI is, it stands for Intrauterine Insemination. So pretty much what that means is turkey baster. That's what I say. Because they take my husband's boys and they wash them, which means they get rid of all of the not good sperm, and then they take a catheter and they put it as far up to the tubes as they can, and then they have it just sit up there. And so it's the best chances, well, not the best, because IVF would be the best chances, but for right now it increases our chances greatly of getting pregnant. So hopefully it works and we will see. So there are a lot of steps to IUI. Like, I have a whole entire paper here full, which I'm not going to show you the front because it has our last name and where the infertility place is. So I don't feel comfortable with you guys knowing exactly where we live, but I will say that we are in Orange County. And so we have a very good infertility clinic because it's such a big area because we're in Southern California. So anyway, our first step on this paper is continue with prenatals. So let me show you what I did. Sorry if I'm walking back there often. I don't have a lot of counter space right now because we live in an apartment. But to show you what prenatals I do fish oil. I was low on vitamin D, so I do vitamin D. I do maca and a prenatal. Those are mine. Now my husband has slight mobility issues with his sperm, so he takes a little bit more. He takes a 1 a day. He takes a zinc because that's good for infertility. He takes, it's a 2 a day of a fertility boost. So it's all, I would have to get the bottle to tell you all of them, but it's a great one. Maybe I'll try to do the link below. He takes a fish oil, takes turmeric, apple cider vinegar, and it just rolled all the way across the arm of vitamin D. Okay, so he takes a lot more than I do because that was just what he wants to do. So as long as he's taking them and he's healthy, right? So next step on our list, number 2, continue with your last dose of Clomid or letrozole. Already off that, done with that, so don't have to do step 2. Step 3 is to do the Ovidrel injection on Tuesday, so today, at midnight. Oh my gosh, I don't want to stay up, but I have to. Okay, so that looks like this. There's a lot, which is the reason I didn't want everything on this counter. Okay, so it comes in this very cute little box with ice packs because it has to stay cold drug, I guess. It's a drug, so comes in this little case, and as you can see, keep cold, Ovidrel, and it's an already filled syringe, so all you have to do is do it. It comes with alcohol pads, a sterile pad, and then it comes with a container for sharps, which looks like this. And then you just put the needle in there and you're done. Okay, so let me move these off to the side. Oh, there's also something else that came with it I thought was very cute. It comes with a little chocolate caramel. I was like, oh, they know women. But I have every intention of eating this not after the trigger shot because that's at midnight, but I'm gonna do this after my IUI while I'm laying there because you can't move for 10 minutes. So plan on taking that with me. Okay, next step. Step number 4 is that my husband's boys have to be there by 9:30 on Thursday. So he has to have it at the clinic by 9:30 for them to be able to do all the sperm wash. And they will tell me the numbers that he has. Anything over 10 million is what they look for. So I go in at 11. So they don't know if they're gonna do an ultrasound or not, but if they do, they'll do the ultrasound and then they will do the IUI. So that happens. Step 5 is the progesterone suppositories. So again, not going to show you the front. They come in a little box like this. And of course I've said I'm going to film everything, but I'm not going to film this because if it's a suppository, it goes up there, and so, you know, can't really film that. Oh, come on, open. But I thought I would show you. They are just little capsules. And so I start that 7 days after the IUI. And it comes with a little thing. So I will start that 7 days after the insemination. And with this, with IUI, no matter what, even if you've started your period or you've started spotting, they have you come in to have your blood drawn. So 14 days after the IUI, I will go in and have my blood drawn, even if I've started my period. They want to make sure everything is looking good, blood-wise, and making sure that if I'm bleeding that I'm not pregnant, because if I'm pregnant and bleeding, then they want to figure all that out. So those are all the steps to IUI, and I plan on filming each step. So I will be filming the trigger shot tonight. So if you don't like needles, I will put a little disclaimer before that clip saying skip ahead, and I'll tell you about how long to skip ahead. But I'm going to show you the whole process of doing the trigger shot. Well, I will see you tonight at midnight. Bye! Okay, as I was editing this, I realized that you can't hear me. So I am going to show you taking not you, but me taking the trigger shot. The reason you can't hear me is because I'm having to take it at midnight. So I'm going to take you through all the steps that I was whispering to the camera because my husband is asleep. He has to get up at 3 in the morning to go to work. So this is the first step. You take your alcohol, little swab, I guess. I don't know what it's called. Little pad, alcohol pad. And of course, I drop it on the floor because it's midnight and I'm tired. So I have to open, thank goodness they sent 2. So I have to open the second one. And I use that one. And yes, that is a Negan from walking to his pajama shirt. And so you rub it on your belly, usually about a few inches from your belly button. And then you have to take the top off of the shot, which is kind of difficult. And then a trick that my doctor showed me, there's air in it. You don't want that air in your body. So you pull down on the plunger, and then you push up until a tiny droplet forms on the end of the shot. Well, needle, not the shot, of the needle. So pull down, push up until a tiny dot forms. Now, this is way harder than I thought. I thought it was going to be easy to just take this shot because I'm not afraid of needles. But stabbing yourself with a needle is actually kind of difficult. I had to really pump myself up going, you can do this, you can do this, to actually force myself to do it. I don't know why, but like mentally your brain's going, don't stab yourself. So I finally had the courage, and I took a few deep breaths, and in it goes. And then the one step I forgot to do was you're supposed to pinch your skin so that you have like a little bit more of like an area to push it in. But I forgot to do that, so don't forget that step. You're supposed to pinch your skin. And then you take a little pad thing and you dot it off. It didn't bleed, so they give you a sharps container, so you have to put the needle in that. And then I didn't know if I should put the little cap in there also, but I did. And then that's done. And that's it. And there's no mark, no nothing. But it's right there. So I hope this helped you out. Bye. Okay, hello. So this is the next morning after the trigger shot. So I hope you guys can hear me in that little clip. I had to take it at midnight, so I am very tired. But I don't know if I gotta show you this. He's getting grumpy. Why are you getting grumpy? Huh? Oh, okay. He's ignoring me now. Okay. Anyway, the fan's over there all in the corner because I just came out to the living room finally, and it is 10 o'clock. Well, almost. Because I don't know if this is a side effect of the trigger shot or not, so I thought I would throw it in just in case this is a side effect of the trigger shot, so then you guys have a heads up if you guys are doing the trigger shot for the first time. But the first time I did the trigger shot, I didn't feel like I had any symptoms or anything, because I think it's because I took it like at 8 in the morning, and then they are so grumpy this morning. But then I had errands and stuff to run all day, so maybe it's because I didn't have time to just sit and feel the symptoms. It was a very busy day, so maybe that's why. Or maybe my body's like, oh my gosh, this again, and so my body's freaking out. I don't know. But or it could be a bad hormone day. I know I'm breaking out, so it could be that too. But sorry. Anyway, I woke up this morning with a headache that was just, I would say migraine. I think it was migraine because I tried to come out into the living room and it was so bright that my head felt like it was gonna explode. So I went back into the dark bedroom and I stayed there until now, because my headache has faded to headache worthy now. And the other thing though I found out once I got up and started moving was I feel like I'm gonna throw up every single time I move, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I've had a piece of bread, a tortilla, hoping that it will settle my stomach, but I don't know if those are symptoms of the trigger shot or not. So if you are doing, really? You're scratching. I think they're grumpy with me because I got up late, and so they're not happy that they didn't get their food right when they demanded it. God. Okay, but anyway, if you are taking the trigger shot for the first time, just be prepared that symptoms and side effects and things do happen because you're putting more hormones into your body. So I really think this is symptoms of the trigger shot, or I guess it would be side effects, not symptoms. I don't know the correct word, but anyway, just a heads up. Ugh. Next time I film will be... Excuse you? Yeah, no. Oh my gosh, okay. Yes, and they have boxes. They are spoiled. They have boxes all over the floor right now. They're like my babies. They're my fur babies, so they are spoiled rotten. Anyway, I will see you at IUI Day. Oh my gosh. So I'll be filming bright and early on IUI Day. See you then. I just thought I would jump on here really quick and let you guys know Josh has informed me that the boys were delivered on time and we're good to go. So I'm finished getting ready and I'll be leaving soon. See you there. I was a dum-dum and I forgot to film. Well, I guess I didn't forget to film in the clinic. I forgot to have my cell phone with me. Sorry, someone's walking up to their car right now. And so after an IUI, you're not allowed to get up for the next 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And I was no way risking the IUI and getting up and getting my cell phone. So I just laid there for 15 minutes. So sorry I didn't get to film in there. But some updates. Since it was my first IUI, I had no idea what to expect. Didn't hurt. There was definitely a little bit of cramping when they put the catheter in, but other than that, it doesn't hurt at all. And as for my husband's boys, 10 million is what's the minimum required for IUI. My husband had 19.3. So we have a higher chance and I am so excited. Let's see, what else? That's all I can think of. And I already know this video is probably really long. So I'm gonna cut it here, and I don't know what the next video is gonna be. It might be an update to see if I'm pregnant or not, or it might be just a fun, maybe what apps I use to track all this information. I can't decide. It'll depend on if I'm pregnant or not, because I definitely want my family to know before YouTube does. So I guess it all depends. So we will see. And I really need to stop saying so in these videos so often. I'm trying my best. I'm sorry. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. I really, 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 really hope this is our cycle. Okay. Bye.